Alright, thought I'd do some Cheoulsu gameplay on closers. Obviously, I've been busy with a lot of other games, but the event to get him his level up event stuff is going to end in like a week, so got to start to haul it here and get this done. You actually get some pretty good stuff for leveling him up. Yeah, level 80 I can get this one with the proof of trial module, which is always really good. Alright, so I'm at 79 right now. I guess the raddest faction characters have faster progression, so shouldn't take too long. I still haven't fixed this game not running properly on high frame rate monitors. So every time I want to make a video for this, I have to change my monitor setup or the settings to make the main monitor my 60 hertz one. My 144 hertz one doesn't work with this game. I'm shocked they haven't fixed it yet. Maybe they have on the Korean version or something. Overall, this character is pretty fun. Definitely a lot more complex than the other characters. He has alternate versions of a lot of his moves. He has pistol mode, dual pistols, and then shotguns. So he's got the guns akimbo there, and then he's got the shotguns. And certain properties of moves change. So it's about seamlessly stringing them together, going to the one you need for that specific situation. I still don't completely understand it. Obviously, this is not a very popular game outside of Korea and China, so it's hard to find a lot of information. I was putting out a lot of guides for this for a while, but I kind of fell off because I was doing other things at the time. Problem with this game is it takes a really long time to gear up a character, and that can get kind of aggravating. They still haven't added the solo version of the raids, so that's part of the problem. I figured I got some free time right now, so why not come back? It's a pretty chill game to play. It's just the low player base does not do it any favors once you start getting to the end game, because then you kind of have to party with people. When they add the solo mode of the raids, it won't be as necessary, but right now it definitely is. I was getting up at like 8 AM every morning to do the raids, and then I just kind of had to stop because I was getting too tired, especially since I was working on other stuff too. I can't always put a lot of time into one game. Neo 2 is a pretty big exception, obviously. I'm pulling in dozens of hours on those guides, but I can't always play these super hardcore.
편하게 해주지. 어설픈 시시한 숨을 곳은 없다. 나약한 놈 도망칠 순 없다거라. 얼빠진 자식, 터져라. 밥상 내주마. 생각보다 시간이 걸린다.
He gets his final promotion at 83, so I might even get that tonight. We'll see. They seem to have a rapidly increased progression, like the leveling and stuff. I went ahead and cashed to get his avatar set, and I made pretty much all my money back. I'm still a billionaire in this after spending all that on his avatars. So if I do take him to the endgame, which I probably will, I'm enjoying how complex he is and how he's not really easy to pick up and play. I'll have a lot of surplus of money to get him there. We'll see, though. It's going to be a while until I hear back about the Neo 2 key. I've got some other projects coming up, too, I can't talk about yet, so It'd be kind of hard to like hardcore play this game because this version of the game has no fatigue. So until you get to the end game, you can effectively play it forever. You can play it all day.
놓치지 않는다.
It did seem to have an effect on like the economy for a while, but a lot of people fell off this game because the dedication you need to get endgame gear is a little too much for the average person, and I can definitely understand that. I'm used to grinding. I don't mind a good grind, but when it's time gated and it takes like 2 months, and I have like a whole virtual shelf of other stuff to play, I can't always like devote that much time, especially with like multiple characters. But they're gonna make that easier later on.
아직 멀었다. 꿈꾸는
I think the biggest flaw with this game's endgame progression is that there's never a chance to just get the item outright. It's like a really rare drop. I think that would make it more interesting.
잡이 없다.
I mean, compared to other Korean MMOs, this is pretty lax. It takes a lot of work. You have to work for it, but you'll always get what you want if you keep going and keep grinding. But I think what would make it more exciting for people to log in would be, you know, say you had like a 2% chance to just get one of those best-in-slot items, you know, just as a drop. I'm surprised they haven't done that. I think that would make things a lot more exhilarating. Log on every day, use your experience, and not your experience boosters, but your drop boosters and stuff. Try to get things that way. A little backwards if you ask me, is there's a lot of other games that are like that, you know, other gacha games and stuff. Part of the allure is you can get this best-in-slot character or gear or whatever, you know, just with a free summon or a free loot box. This game doesn't really have that. For the most part, it's basically just, you know, you can get stuff out of the loot boxes that might help you gain a little bit of power, or you can sell it to someone else and use that to funnel into your character, but you there's no like, oh, you know, this best-in-slot weapon just kind of dropped randomly, and now my progression is sped up by a crazy amount.
도망칠 순 없다. 얼빠진 자식. 시시한 각오해라. 간다. 목표 도착. 덤벼봐라. 한번 놀아볼까? 멍청한 아직 멀었다. 어서 꺼져라. 심판의 시간 간다.
Definitely feels like he needs some attack speed.
버틸 수 있겠나?
A lot of his shotgun moves take a really long time to come out, so you lose your chain bonus and everything. He does trigger ABC with like basically everything though, which is pretty cool. And you're not forced to be in the air with him like you are with a lot of the other characters.
꺼져라. 도망칠 순 없다. 총알을 더 먹고 싶다.
That weeb katana he's got on his side is worth like 800 million. So I'm keeping that on hold for now. I think the price will go up a lot in a few months, so I'm hoping to sell it back later. Alright, another couple quest chains should get me to 80. Okay, should I bother with this? Probably not. Because there's one in here. Where is it? I think it's in storage.
중요 시설이 탈취. 제가 더 도와드릴 일은 없을까?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold out for that. Alright. Shouldn't take much more. Leveling is kind of the fun part of this game as well, because you're making linear progress every dungeon you do, whereas once you get to the end game, it's not as bad as DFO, but you definitely do start to feel like you're just kind of, you've hit a wall in progression. Like I said, my suggestion to fix it still stands. I think that would be really cool. I feel like they should at least do it on this version, because they obviously make money off this game. I know some of the people on the Discord spend like thousands every time they put out a new costume set and stuff. I can't imagine the upkeep costs for a game like this are very high. Especially since it's being hosted by the developers themselves. They're not paying any publishing fees now. It would be cool if they did some more adjustments like that. I don't really think it would break the game too much. If anything, it would make people more motivated to play. When you play a game like this, it's never fun when you feel like you're just playing to play and nothing's really being progressed towards.
얼빠진 자식. 버틸 수 있겠나? 먹어라. 금방 끝날 거다. 터져라.
No, not this lolly again. Go away, lolly.
한번 놀아볼까? 나약한 놈 죽어라. 얼빠진 자식. 꺼져라. 폭발해라. 멍청한 놈.
For whatever reason, lollies are always the most obnoxious characters in any video game. Lots of health. At least this one doesn't talk, scream. That's always the worst thing about lollies to me. Worse than banshees.
한번 놀아볼까? 얼빠진 자식. 간다. 꺼져라.
Why does this lolly have so much health?
도망칠 순 없다. 얼빠진 자식.
Irritating.
폭발해라. 다음엔 더 여유롭게 끝내야 돼.
Alright, I think this should do it. Let's see. No, it's probably going to take one more. It's kind of a shame this faction levels up faster, because that's like the most fun part of the game. There actually is a little bit of challenge to it as well. I know one of the things people don't like about the direction DFO has been going the past several years is that you go from one-shotting everything in the leveling experience to just, you know, everything being in hyper armor and it just being boring raids and stuff, and lots of gimmicks instead of like actually having fun playing the game anymore. In this game, it's like the raids are quite engaging. Definitely out of all the non-PSO2 action MMOs, I think PSO2 would still be the best. This probably has the most engaging raids, but it's just your progression is so slow. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and I can totally understand that. I think we're still like 6 to 8 months behind Korea? Actually, I think it's closer to a year. I'm not quite sure. I haven't kept tabs for this for a while.
카밀라의 전투 데이터를 손에.
Please don't make me fight that lolly again. You're cycling that beast way too much.
아직 멀었다. 덤벼봐라. 꿈뜬 놈. 차관님. 얼빠진 자식. 꺼져라. 얼빠진 자식. 강하게 너는 주의를 놓치지 않는다. 멍청한 놈. 사선을 넘어주지. 금방 끝낼 거다. 터져라. 아직 멀었다. 벌빠진 자식. 시시한 놈. 간다. 아직이다. 나약한 놈. 죽어라. 벌빠진 자식. 시시한 놈. 자비는 없다. 감정 발견. 신중차. 나약한 놈. 멍청한 놈. 덤벼봐라. 버틸 수 있겠나? 폭발해라. 아직 멀었다. 편하게 해주지. 나약한 놈. 벌빠진 자식. 죽어라. 탐색 어서 끝났다. 도망칠 순 없다. 벌빠진 자식. 여럿을 조종하면서 그럼
Shout out to this game having escort missions with invincible allies. Revolutionary stuff right there. I wish I did not have to fight this stupid lolly again though. Getting the most out of this character model. Ridiculous amount of health.
심판의 시간. 벌빠진 자식. 아직 멀었다. 덤벼봐라. 시시한 각오에 레디. 나약한 놈. 죽어라. 버틸 수 있겠나? 폭발해라. 사슴을 넘어주지. 멍청한 어서 박살 내줘. 간다.
Yeah, look at that. She took no damage at all. Like any other action game. She would have like 2 HP
총알을 더 먹고
and just run headfirst into the enemies. Not this game. This game is breaking barriers. It's like they just tag along for the story, but they don't actually get in the way.
어째
There we go, level 80.
시선도 내게 맡겨줘.
Well, that unlocks his receiver slot too. I didn't know that. They just straight up give you a lot of this stuff. Okay, so let's hit up the bank. Should be able to pop these. Are these time limited? Wow, they're not. Holy crap. That's pretty awesome. Well, I'm glad I made time to come on here. Jeez. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see, what's the best one to put on here? Okay, gotta pop this one too. Yeah, I think you can combine these if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've done the progression in this. Let's see if we can do that right now. That's a pretty big power boost. I like doubled my attack power. I'm liking this progression. It's just kind of a shame that the speed kind of falls apart. Really, all they're doing is they're making it so you get to the part where the progression slows to a crawl a lot faster. That's basically all that's happening here. It's like, let's just make it so you can get to the frustrating part faster. It's like, alright, I'm not sure if I want that, but I'll take it either way. Yeah, you need these. Well, that'll take a while to get. Alright, let's just put these on the body now then. Take these off. Actually, this is a little bit better, huh? Yeah, that's generally how it works. Alright, well, let's put stuff in the inventory. See, it's not like this game's dead. It's just finding a raid when you're not on exactly at the same time as everyone else can be very frustrating, can be hard. There's really not a lot you can do about that. We'll see, maybe some ninjas will be watching my channel, and they'll incorporate my suggestion of just letting you have a rare chance to get really good stuff. Wonder if there's anything on the auction house right now. Might be able to skip some of that grind too. Let's see. There was a core up earlier. Yeah, this one right here. I'm very tempted to just buy that and just bypass the grind. It's not like I don't have the money to. Could easily get that up to 14 as well and have like 7k attack power. That's also got attack speed on it as well, which is really good. This one is 145 million cheaper, and it's more expensive. What sense does that make? As you can see, this game is not really the kind of game where you can buy good gear. They've started to put in more like alternate paths of gear, I guess, that don't involve all the time gaining, but I'm not exactly sure how that works at this point. But a lot of this stuff is generally not worth buying. Generally, you want to just, you know, suck it up and do the grind. None of this stuff here is worth buying, for instance. It's kind of just a band-aid on the problem. Let's see here. That's significantly better than what I'm using, that's for sure. How many fuels do I have? Let's see. Got a plus 12 in there. I have 60 fuels. Huh. Well, I've got to be responsible and buy groceries tomorrow, and then there's another purchase I've got to make for the channel. I might go ahead and do that. I'll have to ask in the Discord if it's worth it. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. Thought I'd just show some progress on here. I know I haven't been playing this much. Some people do prefer to watch this game over the other stuff I play. It's just kind of hard to play for extended periods of time sometimes. Because you're doing the same boring grind over and over and over, and it's not always that fun. Oh, do I have these enhancements on? Let me see. I think the Awakening is the trinkets, if I remember correctly. It's been a really long time since I've done this. Yeah, you use that gear for quite some time, so it's generally pretty good to have. Huh. Well, I'll figure this out on my own time. In terms of when I play this again, I guess I'll have to see how things go. I definitely do have some dead time right now, so I'll see if I feel like it. Thanks for watching.